Ada Cougar fans.
Dear Ada Cougar fans.
Dear Ada Cougar fans.
Dear Ada Cougar fans.
Over the past few months, we have shown up for each other over and over again.
As we continue to navigate COVID-19, we still need to be there for one another by doing one simple thing.
Even though you think you are a low risk, a mask will help protect you and others.
Wear a mask.
It's simple.
I wear a mask to protect my friends, myself, and others.
Let's stop the coronavirus. Together.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, after that short break, we are back. I'm here with my good friend, statistician Trey Kinley. And we're going to interplay here a very low-scoring game, just 6-7. Your Ada Lady Cougars trailing by 1. Certainly could be worse, though, Trey.
Yeah, neither team has shot the ball well. Actually, I say that. We haven't got shots off, and then Shayla's got 2 or 3 blocks already, so we've played some good defense on them.
We have indeed.
Started off the second quarter with another turnover, which is unfortunate.
It is. Cougars got to find a way to quit turning it over. Kind of bobbled there by number 15.
Looks like we've come out in a man defense.
You don't see that too often. The Cougars do love themselves some zone. Good work there. A carry charged on Amaya Frizzell.
That's her 6th turnover.
That is indeed. Certainly going to have to get that straightened out. Coach Jennings getting them dialed in from the sideline. You never feel, Trey, watching high school basketball, at times you feel often your team can get out-coached. I mean, it happens. Teams get out-coached.
Absolutely.
And that is not the case with Coach Jennings. Bang. A missed opportunity there for Landon Owens. She wanted it, and it was a good-looking shot, just couldn't buy it.
It was halfway in and out.
Oh, my goodness. Shayla Wofford coming up huge down low, playing great. It's a good thing that the Lady Cougars are fighting for the rebound. Lady Jaguars just couldn't buy one on that possession. What I was saying previously is you never feel like the Lady Cougars are going to get out-coached because it's just not going to happen.
Right.
Coach Jennings is such a great coach, and the staff around her is fantastic as well. Coach Strong. It's just awesome to see, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable to come and watch whenever you have such a great coach and a great team that plays together. Jaden Ward for 3. No
Got
good.
blocked there a little bit.
Did get tipped. Coach Jennings telling Amaya to get back on the other side. Don't commit a cheap foul down low.
The good thing is we're not playing very well, but we're only down 1.
That is true, Trey. This could certainly be much worse. It's just kind of a matter of which team can get it going offensively. I will say that you always want to watch for number 22, Ryan Franklin, beyond the arc. She made 2 against us in the previous matchup. You don't see that too often, a post that can shoot the ball well.
Yeah, she missed 1 earlier here, but it looked good.
Jaden Ward across the court to Charisma Nelson for 3. No good. Looks like the Cougars will fortunately come up with the rebound. Amaya telling her team to slow down, kind of get everything adjusted. Landon working down low. I would assume that that's to get her baseline jumper shot, the famous one that she's so good at. Be number 3 with the rebound. That's Trinity Humphrey, the 6th man off the bench for the Lady Jaguars. Looks like that'll be a foul on Amaya Frizzell. Not sure how many that is on her.
That's just her first. That's actually her first team foul.
That is good to hear from the Ada Cougars. Never want to get in foul trouble, especially with this roster.
We just got to make a shot. Our lack of shooting has carried over from last night.
It has indeed. Still playing good defense. Drives in, Euro step, great move, no finish.
That's a foul. Yep.
That was a unnecessary foul at that.
Quick fifth rebound for Landon.
Indeed, just 4:55 left to play in the half. A pretty uneventful offensive game.
That's a nice way to put it.
Indeed, we try to keep it as loose as we can on the air. Try to keep the Ada fans happy.
Be interesting here. Alexis had substituted in for Shayla, so we've gone small.
Luckily, we will be going to the free throw line.
Yeah, they're already in the bonus, which is good because that's the only place we're scoring.
Is indeed, I guess. Mike couldn't get that one in. Landon fights for the rebound, getting outsized by probably a total of a foot down low. Charisma Nelson for three, no good. Alexis Hamilton pushes up and one. Great opportunity capitalized by Miss Hamilton. Great job getting down and getting it in. That's what the Cougars needed right there, Trey.
Yeah, that they saw one go through the basket. That's handy.
Not a lot of that, just a score, just a score of 8-7 with a mere 4 minutes left in the second.
Back in for the Lady Cougars, number 32, Shayla Walker.
Shayla got a quick break, and then he'll come back in for Jaden Ward.
Well, indeed, looks like they're going to go back to their original set here. This Cougars, another block by Shayla.
Wow. Her fourth block. Is that another one there?
I believe it was. That one will go down in the books, Trey. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, Shayla has come alive. Hands straight up every time, and she's just towering over whoever has the ball. And Landon fighting down
Landon
for the...
with the deflection there. She's actually guarding the big girl. I don't think Landon sees height, though.
No, I do not. I don't think that she sees defenders as well, as she tends to go around them and get it in.
I'm pretty sure you could put her out there with LeBron, and she was going to think she was going to stop him, and she was going to score.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. And that's what's so awesome to watch. You don't see that mentality often.
No.
But my goodness. Just what an opportunity we've had to watch her for 4 years now, as she did play some her freshman year on varsity.
Good help defense there.
Was indeed. Wow.
Amaya gambled out top, but then Charisma covered her man, and then Landon covered her man, and it's just really good to see them playing defense that way.
It was indeed. I mean, it's crazy that this Cougars team supports each other. I mean, they know how each other play. Tough shot from Landon Owens, no good. Put back by Shayla Wofford, and one. She fist pumps that one in like Tiger Woods. Wow. What a capitalization by Shayla Wofford, the tough and one. Trey, I would even make the argument that this is the best she's played.
It is. This has been her best 3 games of the season by far.
Certainly so. Great to see her coming alive, and has the ice in her veins at the free throw line.
She scored 7 of the 12 points and has 5 blocks, 4 rebounds.
Lady Jaguars just look discombobulated, as a way to put it. Your Ada Lady Cougars have really stretched it out here. Of course, not very many points scored, but up 6.
Roadside towing service, gate protection, tire fill protection with every purchase. Don't forget about Zest Promise of oil change engines for life.
Excuse me, up 5. Score of your Ada Lady Cougars 12, the Westmoore Lady Jaguars a mere 7 points. Not much left of the first half.
The even bigger discrepancy on the scoreboard is the 9 fouls for Westmoore and only 1 by the Lady Cougars, which is ideal because we've only got the 8 players. Number 1 and number 2, we're a good free throw shooting team. Already 6 of 7 from the line.
It is. It's hard to win against the Lady Cougars whenever they're going to the free throw line. You have to find a way, if you are the opposing team to the Cougars, to not send them to the line because they are deadly.
Every foul from here on out is 2 free throws.
It is indeed. With the common trend in this game, there's certainly going to be a couple more.
Yep.
A little bit of frustration and confusion coming from the Westmoore side. Certainly 2 to the Ada Cougars' benefit.
The biggest key so far is we're over halfway through the quarter, and we've only got 2 turnovers, after having
so many. Again, great defense there from the Cougars. Just couldn't come up with the rebound. Number 3, again, couldn't come out with it, and over the back, I believe.
They called a foul on us.
Okay, an off-ball foul, I guess.
I have no idea.
I'm not aware as well, Trey.
Called a foul on Amaya. I'm not sure if that was just her second.
I'm not at all sure what. I would love to tell you fans what happened.
Our coaches aren't going crazy about it, so I think she may have boxed out and held. I don't know.
Something along those lines, certainly. Nonetheless, still will be the Lady Jaguars' ball. Landon Owens tips it away. Boy, if she could dunk, this one was getting slammed. Landon Owens with an opportunity and capitalized.
Yeah, I like that. If she could dunk.
And the travel going back the other way. Trey, we've had a huge swing of events. Cougars up 7.
Yeah, they've held them scoreless this quarter.
Still 3 minutes left to play.
Now, that was Amaya's second foul. I would think she's probably done for the half. I don't know if these 5 can finish it, but so we may see one of the 2 freshmen. I would assume we don't want Amaya to get.
Certainly don't want her in foul trouble. Long pass there from Landon Owens. Charisma thought about taking it, but decided not to. Landon Owens, whenever she gets to the baseline, if you're a defender, you should fear, because
good pass there from Charisma.
Good looking shot again, just couldn't get it to fall.
Landon struggled from 3 in the last 3 or 4 games.
She has indeed, but
she does have 2 fingers taped up on each hand. You got to assume that affects something.
That is where I was going with that. Looked like Landon was calling all ball, but the officials saw otherwise.
I guess it was body. Her hands were straight up. He's saying they were down, but they weren't. That's not true.
Okay.
And which is what Coach Jennings just politely told him.
Yes, of course kept it PG for all of our younger viewers, but certainly was not happy.
This is Westmore's first points of the quarter.
Is indeed. Looks like the stream's still going for you guys. Happy to bring you the best broadcast that we can. Jaden Ward saw a little something, but not enough.
Sometimes they don't want it the initial time through. They're just kind of seeing what they see and then swing it, and maybe next time. They're probably trying to run some time off the clock too, with Maya on the bench with 2 fouls.
Probably smart. Wow, what a Euros!
No,
that was a travel.
He's wrong.
It is. Sometimes, Trey, you just got to tell the people how it is, and that was a bad call, a very bad one. But nonetheless, we'll do our best to not bash the officials, although I will say there's been some questionable calls.
I'm not bashing him. I'm just saying he was wrong.
Oh, yeah. And that's a fair point. That was number 22, Ryan Franklin from the long 2. Kind of brings the Lady Jaguars back in it. Makes things a little bit interesting. Both teams appear to have found a way to score despite best efforts. Again, a good-looking shot just will not go in.
Great rebound, offensive rebound by Alexis.
That was Alexis. Great job getting down and getting poked out.
We've switched up. We moved Landon up to the high post, and her and Shayla moved down to the low post, so hopefully we can get something a little bit different. Shayla's got this shot.
Yes, she does. Good call, Trey. 2-ball from Shayla Wofford. That was a pretty long one, too.
Yeah, she's got good range out to, 15, 16 feet. She can actually hit some threes.
That one was about 15 or 16 itself.
Landon showed her vertical leap there. She was way up off the ground.
She was indeed. Landon, despite her size, is able to jump up and get that ball. Lennon's just so athletic. I was about to say that should be in the Cougars' favor, and it was indeed.
It should be, well, no, it's an offensive foul. Oh, it wasn't a charge of player control, so there will be no free throws.
That would have been big. That's 10 already on the lady.
Westmore's done a good job of limiting the fouls since we talked about it about the 3-minute mark.
They must have heard us, Trey. Charisma, point guard up at the top. That's what they were looking for there. Again, a good shot. Landon just cannot get it to go.
She can't get the 3 ball to go. She's going to take a charge here.
Yes, she will, and she is excited about that one. I believe that's 5 straight games with a charge.
Yeah. She does such a good job getting in position.
She just is such a good basketball player.
Her instincts are second to none.
Or second to none, indeed. Just
like rolled the ball in, but didn't roll it very hard.
How many high school players do you see that even would think of that? Not many. Not many indeed. Landon's going to take it herself. Look for something. Crazy shot, no good. Alexis tipped away, no shot. Looks like we will go into halftime. A score of 16-11. Your Ada Lady Cougars on top. Trey, what a half. That was a lot of fun to watch, although we did have some scoring predicaments.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun to watch. A lot of fun to watch the Lady Cougars adapt and overcome. We're going to take a short break for halftime, and we'll get back with our halftime show and get down to business. Thank you guys very much for, again, just tuning in and listening.
Score and score big. It's time to score big and cheer on the savings with up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverados, and still get Seth's amazing promise of oil changes and engines for life on anything you buy at no additional cost to you.
That's amazing!
No, that's Seth Wadley's Chevy of Ada. 1301 North Broadway in the heart of Ada, or click adachevy.com.
The Ada High School Athletic Department would like to thank the following for their generous support of Ada Cougar athletic events. McCourtney's Pharmacy, Zach and Megan Broderick. Ada Nissan, Cliff Underwood. Dr. Vest and the clinic at Central Oklahoma Family Medical Center. Kathy Thorley and McDonald's of Ada. Vision Bank of Ada, Steve Bagwell. ABC Medicare, Charles Teal. Cody Curry and Brian Freeland with Curry Orthopedics. Seth Wadley Chevrolet. Leach Co., Clyde and Jamie Leach. Jimmy Epler and Citizens Bank. Jeremy and Stephanie Moore. Mack Hill Construction. Amy Kaiser and First United Bank of Ada. Hilltop Dodge. Treat Solutions. Joe McFarland and Select Physical Therapy. Simmons Bank, Carla Mackey and Stacy Crabtree. Fitton Ford and Lincoln of Ada. Mercy Hospital. And Communication Federal Credit Union, Julie Inslee.
Oklahoma, are you in the spirit of saving some money? It's time to play up the savings with up to $10,000 off new Chevy Silverado this week only. And still get Seth's amazing promise of oil changes and engines for life on new or used, gas or diesel, at no additional cost to you.
That's amazing!
No, that's Seth Wadley, Chevy of Ada, 1301 North Broadway in the heart of Ada, or click adachevy.com.
Hi, I'm Britt Boatwright with Nobility Door. We specialize in residential and commercial overhead doors.
We handle new installs as well as service work such as broken springs, cables, and rollers.
Remember, Nobility Door has the best service and the best quality at an affordable price.
Be sure to call my dad Brent for our garage door needs and follow Nobility Door on Facebook.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ada Cougar Activity Center with tonight's primetime matchup championship game between your Ada Lady Cougars and the Westmoore Lady Jaguars. It's been a very interesting match, to say the least. I'm here with my good friend and statistician, as well as my color commentator, Trey Kinley. David Anderson up on the camera. Of course, missing Mac Weems and Ryan McCourtney this evening, but more than happy to have the crew that we do. We do our best to bring you guys the best broadcast possible as both teams take the court, as well as the officials coming out of the locker room. Trey, what do you think of the matchup so far?
We've done a really good job on the defensive end. I mean, Shayla's got 5 blocks and 4 boards and 9 points. I mean, she's leading us in every single category, except for the rebounds. Landon's got 6 of those. Done a good job on 12 and 15. They've only taken 3 threes between the two of them, and with only 1 make. I think that's got to be considered a success by Coach Jennings. Other than that, we cut down the turnovers. We had 7 in the first quarter and only had 3 in the second, and I think that drastically affected the score. We took many more shots we took 4 shots in the first quarter and 13 in the second quarter. So that's a direct effect of having the ball and being able to shoot it.
Interesting stat there. Maya Frizzell had some turnover issues there earlier. Looks like she's got that figured out, though. The Cougars coming out of halftime, just a mere 30 seconds left before we get back to action. Coach Jennings riling up her team over there, trying to get them dialed in for one last push in this tournament. A lot of ball played over the last couple days. We've certainly put in our hours here as well as the Lady Cougars have. Lady Cougars finally getting into the rhythm, finally getting to practice. Due to COVID-19, they had pretty much 2 weeks over Christmas where they didn't practice.
Yeah, and then went right into the Cougar Classic tournament, and then had one game against Plainview, and then the rest of the team was, all but the 8 that are playing tonight haven't been able to practice either.
Certainly so. You kind of feel like the Cougars might have made a swing, might be headed uphill instead of downhill.
They're playing a lot better as a team in this tournament. There's some, obviously Charisma moved here last year, but the more they play together, the more they're going to be in sync, and I think maybe that's finally made a turn. Sitting here watching them inbound, they're sitting here laughing at each other. It's kind of fun.
It is, and I think that's the difference between this Cougar team and most teams. These girls are out here having fun. They're joking with each other and picking on each other.
Yeah.
Having a good time, but find a way to come out with the W. Charisma up top, same 5.
Had Amaya through the lane there, but missed her.
They did indeed. In general, the Lady Cougars have some pretty good vision.
We ran this offense a lot last night and were able to get a ton of open looks and couldn't convert, but several of them turned into free throw attempts.
They did indeed. I'm sure that's what they're looking for here, is just keep going to the line. Not much.
It's kind of a 5-out offense. Normally you don't see Shayla getting the ball up at the top of the key, but they're running 5 interchangeable offensive positions here.
That's a pretty interesting offensive setup. You don't see this just a ton. Every now and then you do. It oftentimes does draw out the possession time.
Right, which they're fine with a 5-point lead. It doesn't sound like much, but when the other team's only scored 11, that's what you can't do there, though. That was not a bad pass from Lexus, and Landon just didn't handle it. That was her first turnover of the game.
Tried to reel it in with one hand. Certainly wish she had that one back. Cougars pretty focused out there. Very well disciplined in general as a team.
In a 3-2 zone to start the second half here.
What they like so well.
Landon will sink down. She's playing that top position, but she'll sink down to the paint when the ball swings to the wings.
Stays out there. No good on the 3-ball. Inbound to Shayla Walford, looking for a point guard to take it over. Finally do find Charisma on the near side right in front of our bench. Amaya wanted that one but said no. Charisma drives in, dishes out to Landon. Borderline.
I was raped across the face there.
That was no foul until later in the play. And even at that, timeout was called. I think we'll go ahead and stay with you guys through this timeout as we've only played 2 minutes. Certainly
some numbers from the first half. We shot 63% from 2. Have yet to hit a 3-point field goal in this game. So 0 obviously, and then 29 overall, which is not good, but 86% from the free throw line at 6 of 7. So that's what's keeping us in the game.
Free throws
actually helping us lead the game.
Certainly, free throws certainly the reason that the Cougars are able to keep in contestment. And a score of 16-11. Not a lot happening here.
We have rebounded the ball very well. Have us with 19 rebounds there, or I guess 18 in the first half, one here in the second half. And then the turnovers is the other really colorful part of the sheet, which that's obviously not good. And then Shayla's 5 blocks.
Interesting. So some interesting stats there on the paper. Obviously turnovers being the reason the Cougars are not up, possibly even more. Couple empty possessions, not nearly as many as the previous men's game, as they had too many empty possessions.
Especially closing the game out.
Indeed, ended up falling to the Ardmore Tigers. Amai Frizzell playing great defense up top on the point guard, number 12.
Close to a 5 count.
Cougars all over him.
That was a walk, wasn't called. Good hands there by Charisma to knock the ball out of bounds. I wish this official would move so I could see.
I know. Here at the booth, we cannot see much whenever he's right in front of us.
Landon picked up a silly foul there.
She did indeed. That's what they need to not do, is pick up silly fouls. If you're going to foul, at least make it a educated foul.
Landon picks up a lot of retaliatory fouls, so in 4 years she hasn't been able to not do that. So she can't pick up the silly ones like that.
Certainly not. It was a travel, go in the Cougars' favor. Parents behind us not too thrilled with that one. Long pass to the other side of the court. Looks like they're going to press us. Laying in a little shake and bake up top.
Need a good shot here. We haven't been able to attempt a good shot yet this half.
They have not. Landon looking for one there. That's a tough one. Does rattle off, gets the members bounce and goes in.
Her mid-range game is really good, and that sometimes she needs to see one of those go in, and I wouldn't be surprised if her next 3 goes in as well.
I wouldn't put it past her, Trey. That shot resembled David Anderson's golfing game. He just kind of gets members bounces and they go in the hole.
Another block for Shayla. Number 6. I think that's a block. It's a jump ball.
Jump ball. So I believe that
Since it goes our way, I think it's a block.
That will go down as a block in the paperwork. They are pressing the Cougars. Landon had no trouble with it though. Broke right out of it. Number 15 on Charisma. Great dish down pass to Shayla Wofford. What a move by Charisma Nelson down to Shayla Wofford with the finish.
That's what Charisma does, and she's really good at it. And again, a momentum type player that I wouldn't be surprised to see that get her going. Alexis with a block there and Shayla with a rebound.
Charisma Nelson, a great point guard. And like you were talking about, her vision has really come along the last couple games. Drives down, waits for somebody to cut with her, and finds the open woman. Shayla sized up relatively evenly with the number 22.
Landon missed the 15-foot jumper there, but Alexis is able to get the rebound.
It's good to see the Cougars' offensive rebounds going their way. It's Ryan Franklin that matches up so well against Shayla. They're relatively
good pass
even.
by Shayla.
Great pass, just couldn't finish by Alexis Hamilton.
Got a little bit too far under the goal, but still something she should have finished.
Number 12, no good. 21, excuse me. That was Kaylee Danskip.
She's the shot putter.
She is indeed. She is indeed, and that one was.
I'm not saying that's bad.
No
I'm just
good.
saying she shot putted it.
That fair point, Trey.
Maybe that's what she wants to do.
That almost a silly one there from Landon Owens. Looking for help way down the court. Timeout by Coach Jennings.
Coach Jennings helped him out there.
Not thrilled with having to take that one.
No, she's not happy.
Certainly, you see a fire underneath the players whenever Coach Jennings gets riled up.
Yeah, I've been privy to some of the conversations over the years that she has with Landon, and she does not take it easy on her. She lets her know. But I also noticed Landon up at the Bishop Kelly tournament where she was out with the broken fingers. She was sitting right next to Coach Jennings on the bench, and she was coaching. kind of cool to see.
Trey, they are the best of friends. Coach Jennings very, very close with all of her players.
Not just her, all the entire coaching staff. They're all close with the players, which is kind of cool.
And you don't see that too often. You see almost a materialistic game, just you are a player and I am the coach, but this is almost a family.
Oh, absolutely, and you can tell that by the players that have been here over the years that come back to be, still want to be a part of the program.
I mean, the Thompson family, very involved. Great drive down, just no good from Amaya Frizzell. It was a great drive, she just couldn't get it to drop. They did have an opportunity there from number 3. She pulled it off, Trinity Humphrey. That was a travel, but didn't get called. Landon Owens looking for something down court, and Alexis Hamilton. Looks like they are just going to set it up. Nothing too much developed out of that long pass. The Cougars running the motion offense, getting lots of cutting and diving at the basket. Cougars score very well off of it, and then Landon does that. Shayla Wofford got it in her hands, kind of dribbled it around, and was able to make the 12-foot jumper.
5 for 5 from the field.
That's what you like to see. That's some.
That was another 10 or 12-footer there. She's got a great mid-range jump shot.
Certainly looks great on paper as well. 5 for 5. Deep 3 there for number 15. That's certainly the one that you have to manage, Jaden Smith. That's the first basket that they've had in a good amount of time. The Ada Cougars on the offensive side of the ball. Charisma Nelson drives in, pulls up, no good. Good effort though from Charisma.
She's got that shot. She just kind of drifted when she stopped and popped.
Step back, number 3, no good. That was the 6th man off the bench, Trinity Humphrey.
Charisma with her 3rd rebound.
These Cougars players all over the court, everybody getting involved. That one is good. Way to call it, Trey. That was looking in all the way.
I've seen her shoot enough that I can tell you when at the release if it's going in.
It's interesting to be able to read players like that, just their body language and the way their hand releases off the ball.
3-second call. Speaking of a call you don't see called very much.
3-second. It's been a blue moon since I've seen one of those, Trey.
My guess is somebody on the Ada coaching staff has mentioned to the officials that she's camping in the paint and got that call, because that's normally the only time you see that call.
That is a good point, Coach Jennings. Certainly not afraid to address the official when needed.
No, and I mean Coach Strong is, he was a head coach at Allen for a while, so he's got a lot of that knowledge as well, game management, talking to officials, and that's been a real benefit to Coach Jennings because she can go talk to the team and he can talk to the officials.
Kind of a 1-2 punch there from the Ada coaching staff. Tough jumper, pulls up, no good, but
hit on the arm.
I believe that she will be head of the line grinning after that one. She was happy to get the call. All of these Ada Cougars are kind of bouncing around on the court. Nobody hanging their heads, nothing like that.
And that's been the biggest change this week is just the demeanor.
I think part of that is whenever I was in high school, we played at Carl Albert. And it was a midday game off of a cancellation. And it just felt like you weren't playing. Like it didn't feel normal. It was out of the 7:30 routine. And I think that that's part of what the Cougars suffered from coming out of that 2 weeks of no practice. 0 for 2 there from the line.
Yeah, you won't see that very often.
No,
I say that she did it Thursday night, and I asked her when the last time she'd missed 4 free throws in the game, and she said she had no idea.
I'm wondering if this has to do with the injured hand. I know that it has come into play several times. Good rebound there by Jaden Ward, and Amaya Frizzell getting all involved in that one. Score of 25-16. Your Ada Cougars
have one shot left here.
Will indeed. The end of the third quarter of play. The Cougars are going to look for one. Landon Owens jumper, no good. Unfortunate there for Landon.
Don't pick up your third foul there.
Again, he was able to not come up with a cheap foul, and looks like the stream's running fantastic this evening. As you guys have seen, I'm sure, the stream is going through so many different systems that it can oftentimes be impaired, so we hope that you guys are able to view this one just as good as we are courtside. Score of 25-16, 8 minutes left on the clock. Just 1 quarter left to play. The Cougars, if you feel like if they're able to stick in this rhythm, great defense, and just get the occasional trip to the line, they should be able to come away with it. Just
as long as they don't let Westmoore get hot from behind the arc, they should have a pretty good handle on the game. Again, 2 turnovers that quarter. If we can keep it at 3 or under, I think that's a good number for us. So if we can do that this fourth quarter, we should be getting third place trophy.
I agree as well. Certainly wish that that the Cougars can come away with this one. They have played very well. I will say, for as low scoring as this is, it's been a lot of fun to watch, and I hope that you guys are enjoying. It will be the Westmoore Lady Jaguars ball right in front of our box. Number 15 to inbound the ball, Jaden Smith. The three-point threat that you do not want to leave open. Cougars still in the zone. They like it, as they should. It works very well for the most part. Throws it up. Just falls down. No foul for sure.
Then Landon got a cheap one.
That's
Going
unfortunate.
for a loose ball, yeah. That's an effort foul. I'm not disappointed in that one.
Myself as well. That'll be 3 on number 31, Landon Owens. Landon against the Ryan Franklin, the big post. Certainly going to keep her honest from beyond the arc. They don't want her popping one. Shayla's going to fill up really well. What a trap there by the Lady Cougars. Jaden Ward. Wow. Oh, my goodness, Trey. There's going to be some Ada fans not happy about that one. That was not a good call. I'm not at all sure what they saw there. Amaya had as much right to the ball as the next person.
I'm not. I don't know. That's all I'm going to say.
That's not the one you want to leave open.
That's a long 2.
That was indeed no good. Charisma Nelson takes it up the middle.
Her 4th rebound.
Over to the left side of the key. Landon calling for the ball. She wants her. Landon gave her the eye shake. Down, pump fake, and rattles in. What a shot from Landon Owens. Trey, you see Landon use her eyes to direct traffic. She directs the defender away from her and then will cut back door. She kind of changes her hips around, makes her pivot, and then by then Landon's gone. Bad pass down to Shayla Wofford. Shayla will pick that one off. Landon Owens up the left side, down long pass to Maya Frizzell, and good for 3. Wow, what a shot. Great shot from Maya Frizzell. Great look from Landon Owens. Had to have been a 40-foot pass.
It goes back to her knowledge of the game. She sees things. I think she sees them before other people do.
I do as well. Another counter 3 there from number 15. No good. Again, no good. Lady Jaguars really struggling shooting the ball this evening. 3-on-1 opportunity. Dishes it down to Shayla. Layup is up and good. Shayla Wofford just automatic.
Landon's 5th assist.
Looks like they will have to call a timeout to get this one fixed. Head coach for the Lady Jaguars not too thrilled with that.
Westmoore scored 5 points in the second half.
I have to say, Trey, there's no other way to say it. That's pretty pitiful.
The 3 quarters so far are 7, 4, 5, and 0.
It is certainly a winnable game whenever you are holding teams to just 16 points.
That's crazy.
I'm not sure if it's a testament to the Cougars' defense or just a lack of shooting ability from the Lady Jaguars. Maybe a combination of both.
Yeah, I mean, they've had plenty of outside open looks and just not hitting them, but inside, Shayla's been such a dominant force on the defensive end, and they're not getting many second chance opportunities at all. We're rebounding the ball really, really well.
Certainly so, and you see smaller individuals getting in there and getting rebounds. Charisma and Landon. Landon, comparative to an NBA player, I would compare to like a Russell Westbrook type. He's getting rebounds way out there.
Yeah.
And it's all over the court, very dynamic. And that's what Landon is. She can guard 5 positions on the court and really can play 5 positions as well. Number 1 for the Lady Jaguars, that's Albany Briles, the point guard. 3 ball, no good for Miss Briles, tipped out. Shayla ripped that one out. Shayla showing her strength down low.
Like a possessed basketball player.
She is indeed just an animal. You haven't seen this kind of mindset from Shayla yet. She is angry and she wants the ball. She wants it in her hands. This Cougars team just plays so well together. They complement each other as their play styles. Landon giving a shake and bake, tough pull-up shot, and it's good. Rattled all the way in, almost all the way out and back in.
She's got 6 points here in the second half.
It's good to see her get rolling a little bit. Pump fake, good move there by the post. That's Ryan Franklin. Lady Jaguars really struggling on the offensive side of the ball. Again, like I was talking earlier, it's hard to tell if it's their shooting woes, per se. Great move by Charisma, just couldn't get there.
I think her foot came back down before she got the ball off. They called her for a walk there.
I believe it did. I think that was probably a good call. Score of 18-34. Your Ada Lady Cougars on top. 1-2 there. Score 20-34. Maya Frizzell taking it all the way down, lobs it up. No good. Looks like she couldn't quite get it under control there.
Yeah.
Certainly don't want to let these Lady Jaguars go on a run.
That's a bad call. Charisma tipped it and it went off. The official, the position he was in, I understand why he saw it that way. This guy over here should have changed that call.
Indeed, Trey. We had a great line of sight right to her. Swinging, ripping shot by number 1. No good. That was Albany Briles. It's been very active tonight, just couldn't get it to go. Long 3 there taken by Jaden Ward. These Cougars players looking a little bit fatigued, but still playing well. That should be Ada's ball going the other way, and it is
indeed. A little sloppy here.
It is, Trey, and you got to figure these Cougars players are tired. I mean, they have played a lot of ball in the last 2 days, and especially with as small as a team as they have.
Good news is they're off until next Friday.
They are indeed. That'll give them a break. 3-on-1 opportunity. Uh-oh, here comes Landon Owens. Pulled it off, no shot. Another missed layup. Wow, what a turn of events. What a turn of events. That one was almost a dagger for the Lady Jaguars. A score of 22-34.
Yeah, Coach Jennings is really upset here. I mean, Landon is the only one that got back, which you understand on the first one because it was a live ball turnover, but
after the third shot, somebody
else should have been back down there.
I agree.
It's kind of funny. Sanaya Richardson, our 8th grader that's really, really good, she comes to a lot of the games, and she's in the huddle, and Christy's going off. She kind of started taking a couple steps back there.
She will learn quickly here in the Ada school system that whenever Coach Jennings gets to yelling, it's best to back up and get out of the way.
If she's not talking to you.
Most certainly. But if she is talking to you, you better be focused. As the Lady Cougars take the court again, again, just testament to this coaching staff. Coach Jennings gets them dialed right back up, and you feel like every time they come out of the huddle, it's like a new team.
Yeah. Abby Strong into the game for her first minutes.
Looks like they are going to go ahead and give Charisma and Jaden a little bit of a break. So now on the court you have Landon Owens, Alexis Hamilton, Amaya Frizzell, Abby Strong, and Shayla Wofford. The post has played so well. Amaya handling them just fine. She looks like she's going to drive down, tipped away. You can't turn over the ball like that here. Landon swatting that one out. That was a manhandle right there.
Unfortunately, that's her fourth foul.
It is.
I shouldn't laugh, but she...
that one was hard, Trey. There was intent behind that one.
You can tell she's a little bit frustrated.
She is indeed. Charisma will come right back into the game.
Charisma had fallen down on that turnover that before they missed the 3 shots. I don't know if she was getting a look from the trainer or...
Amaya tried to cheat that one. Nothing there. Out for number 22, Franklin, and it's good. Cougars really need to get things straightened out here. Still got a good lead, just don't want to give up anything. Score cut down to 12, don't want any empty possessions. Just try to draw it out, take some time.
Yeah, they're going to call a foul here, I think on either 1 or 12. Or, nope, 15, sorry.
I thought that it would be 12 as well, but nonetheless.
I'm not sure. I didn't see, obviously, what he saw.
I didn't either. I saw right in front of our bench here. 1 and 15 were both in the, or excuse me, 1 and 12 were both in the vicinity.
Heard that slap up here.
I did as well. Yeah, I'm surprised if you guys can't hear it through the mic. That one was hard. Well, we'll stay with the Lady Cougars. Usually you'll either see Jaden or Landon inbounds the ball. Looks like it'll be Alexis here. You know, Trey, in these inbounds plays, sometimes you'll see Landon inbounds the ball and then come in and be part of the play.
Yeah, absolutely. It's drawn up for her to be a quick re-entry.
It's a little bit surprised Amaya didn't go after that one. No foul called there. Rebounded by Shayla, ripping it out. Charisma tipped it away. Oh, boy. Long shot taken there, not a wise shot, I would say. Throws it up, and it finally goes in for number 15. A score of just, lead of just 8. Cougars struggling to score here. That will be a foul. Foul's a little more evenly distributed here, Trey.
Yeah, I'm sure it's because their fans were complaining and the officials thought, hey, we should even this out.
I'm sure that was it. Here at the AdaCougars.tv crew, we love to joke around and do our best to give you guys a great broadcast. Hope that you enjoy it and find it a little comedic at times. Cougars spreading it out.
Need a good shot here. We haven't had one in quite some time, actually. That's
indeed.
A foul.
That was indeed a foul. Nothing called. I feel like we've been talking about the no calls this entire game. I'm not sure if that's just us or if we've had some officiating predicaments.
Oh, it's such a tough profession, and
you have
whatever they get paid, they don't get paid enough, I can promise you.
You have 500 people in the stadium that are disagreeing with what one person says.
Regardless of what you call.
Indeed. They will stretch it out to a 6-to-4 ratio on the fouls. Cougars just have 4. They're up 8 points, a score of 34-26. 1:14 left. You want to expect the Cougars to just take long, drawn-out possessions, throw it around, maybe take a shot, maybe not. They're going to get fouled here relatively shortly.
I would assume we'll go into that offense where it's some type of motion offense, or a variation of it, where we're cutting to the goal, and where we're able to get many attempts last night. I assume that's what we'll do here. Kind of a 5-out offense where everybody's out and moving and cutting and passing.
I think that would be wise for the Cougars. Coach Jennings does know best, and so we'll go with what she says regardless. Trey, you and I aren't getting paid to hold the clipboard and draw things up. We're just here to bring the broadcast to the people. So
that is correct.
Again, we are so grateful to be able to do this. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun getting to watch this Cougars team every week. Both football and basketball. I don't know that the AidedCougars.tv crew will be bringing you spring sports yet.
But what about golf? I think we should do golf.
I think we should as well. If you guys do not
mic
know,
where you can whisper like it's on TV.
I think that would be great. Faraday type broadcast.
Be awesome.
If you guys do not know, I did play golf in high school, and it was a lot of fun, led by Coach Powell, Robbie Powell. I think that would be a lot of fun, Trey. Get out there with a mic and a sound box and be able to watch Michael Huff go at it and try to win himself a state championship this year.
I'd be down for it.
You never know, ladies and gentlemen. The AidedCougars.tv crew might be making a spring sport appearance. Nonetheless, we will be back. We hope to be back for football next year. Maya Frizzell, perfect.
4 or 5 from the line tonight.
That is absolutely perfect there for the Cougars. It's so tough to try to intentionally foul the Cougars.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, my goodness. This one will spark up some anger, Trey.
But the officials did a great job talking to each other, and she saw the deflection. Now, he's saying that she tipped it after Landon did, and he may have a point. She recovered it right at the line. But that's what you like to see is officials have the conversation and talk about it and get the call right ultimately.
That was that was an interesting point you brought up, Trey. Landon did tip it, but it looked like number 12 was able to tip it after, so I'm not sure what the correct call on that would be. Definitely one to talk about later. Try to figure out the correct call by the books and for future reference. Number 12 for 3, and it's good. That was Brittany Romney's. They are going to go into press. Cougars still up, 36-29. Maya Frizzell will go to the line. Like you said, had been automatic from the free throw line. He's a very good free throw shooter in general. That one away and good. Not even we could jinx her.
I didn't try. That was all you.
That was. Sometimes you just are better than the jinx, Trey. Second one away. And rattles off the front and in. She will indeed be perfect. It's so hard to foul the Cougars in a must-foul situation because it's pretty much giving them free points. They're so good at the line. Tipped away, Charisma was able to
with the steal.
Come away with that one. That'll go down on the paperwork. Score of 38-29. Your Ada Cougars on top. Rebounded by Franklin up the right side. Franklin for 3. No good. Rebounded by the Lady Jaguars. Tipped back into Landon Owens. That's certainly anticlimactic. Looks like the Ada Cougars will take away the championship. It's awesome to win your own tournament, most certainly. Cougars played very well, Trey. Certainly nothing to be disappointed about. A little low scoring, but was able to rack it up to 38-29. Your Ada Cougars do win the tournament. We'll get into the awards here shortly as Coach Barris will be presenting those, as well as Coach Keedy. And I would assume that Mr. Harwell and Mr. Anderson will be there as well. Again, we thank you to Mr. Harwell and Mr. Anderson for allowing us to do this. This has been so much fun. They've been so supportive in getting us whatever whatever we desire here at the AdaCougars.tv network. Following this, there'll be the championship game between the OKC Storm and the Shawnee Wolves men's teams. We will not be covering that broadcast, but I believe that there is a YouTube live stream. If you guys are looking to tune in to one more game tonight, I know that certainly we have watched a lot of basketball over the last couple days. Maya Frizzell gets, Maya and Shayla are able to bring in an award. They both played so well, Trey.
They did. I don't, that's the all-tournament team, but yeah, they landed.
Landon getting it done from the free throw line the last couple days. Just couldn't get one to go in, but was able to still rack up some points. I apologize for any audio issues. It's getting pretty loud here in the gym. The Ada Cougar fans are riled up, as well as Mr. Eckler on the mic. Again, we want to thank you so much for your attendance. I believe that we're going to go ahead and end the stream, but thank you guys so much. We're more than blessed to bring you this broadcast. And again, go congratulate the Ada Cougars on their huge win, winning the tournament over the Westmoore Lady Jaguars and crew. They were a great team, and we thank them for coming out. You guys stay safe and stay blessed, and we'll be back with you on the next Ada Cougars broadcast.